Good morning, everyone. It's Marion here from Absolute Dispute Resolution. I wanted to come on today and discuss some of the reasons why mediation should be your first step as opposed to court when you're going through a divorce. And some of the reasons are very self-explanatory, and I'm sure many of you can already think of some of the reasons, such as it being cost-effective and time efficient, right? So mediation is generally less expensive than going to court. Court can run you $60,000 and up. Court also comes with higher retainer costs for your lawyer. It's also a much quicker process than going to court. Mediation can take months to resolve, whereas if you're in a court battle, you're looking at getting it resolved within years. But another good reason for you to go to mediation before going to court is that both parties actively participate in the decision-making process, and that allows you to have greater control over the outcome and ensures that a final agreement is a mutually agreeable agreement. So you're not relying on a third party, such as a judge, to make decisions for your family. Confidentiality is one that most people don't actually think of, but court proceedings are of public record, so anybody can review the details of your case, which can be extremely sensitive, especially since we're dealing with family law matters. Whereas if you're doing a mediation and it's a closed mediation, whatever is discussed in the mediation is kept confidential. Preservation of relationships is also a really big one. As I'm sure you're aware, mediation is a more amicable process as opposed to being embroiled in a court battle. It doesn't necessarily mean that the whole process of mediation will be amicable. I've dealt with very high conflict cases, but working together, we come to a resolution where pretty much we try and preserve whatever is left of the relationship, which helps with the co-parenting. Like the whole collaborative nature of mediation fosters a better communication, relationship, and operation, and this lends to itself in the future for co-parents. Also, mediation allows you to customize your agreements based on your needs and your circumstances. You're not getting a cookie cutter agreement, in particular as it pertains to parenting time, right? These days you're looking at shift work, people travel for work. So you're able to customize your agreement based on what you need. And one of the big ones that I find is the emotional well-being of my clients. Court will drain you emotionally. It will drain you financially. It will drain you mentally. It'll drain your time. Mediation is a much more supportive and less confrontational environment, and it promotes a much more positive emotional experience for the parties, which lends itself into your relationship with your children and the best interests of the children. When you're embroiled in a court battle and it's extremely adversarial, the children do feel it, and it's a much more difficult process to get out of and have a good co-parenting relationship because of. So I just want to make sure that you all know the benefits of mediation as opposed to starting off with court. If mediation doesn't work for you, then you have that option to go to court and see if that's a better option for you and have the judge make a final determination. But that should be after you've exhausted alternative dispute resolution methods such as mediation. But for the most part, mediation does work. And there are cases where it doesn't. It's important that both parties enter mediation in good faith, and you have the option of seeking legal advice prior to signing any agreement through mediation. So it really is a very good first step. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me or visit our website at absolutedisputeresolution.com. Thank you. Enjoy your day, everyone.